Hey, it's Eric Storm here with Movement Mortgage, and I'm with Rocky Romano, the godfather of mortgage, and somebody that does a really good job with personal branding. And I know you have conversations with real estate agents on a daily basis, and a lot of them are struggling with personal branding, right?
It's not easy sometimes, but I mean, we can make it fun, Eric. I always tell the agents, just be authentic is the big thing. I did it as a joke, the Godfather of Mortgage, clearly Rocky Romano, I'm Italian, if you guys couldn't guess.
Right.
Got a big family, not going for like the gun-toting Godfather, but my nephew's my little mascot, I'm a Godfather, I got a godson, so you just kind of play with it, whatever it is, but I'm into my Italian heritage and it's authentic, it's something I'm passionate about.
Yeah. Well, what I understand, I've heard this expression from one of my mortgage coaches is same as lame, right?
Exactly.
So differentiate yourself in one of or multiple ways, and you're the only Godfather of mortgage that I know, and that's great. You do some other stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of have to differentiate yourself, even our vanity website names, Eric, can be important because it's easy to remember, My name was taken, that's easy to remember, so that's how I came up with Godfather Mortgage. I think yours is great, you're the renovation guru, right? Renovationmovement.com.
Right, renovationmovement.com.
It just kind of flows, you're tying in our company name, plus movement's just a powerful word, I think, so I got to give Eric props, I think he's doing well himself, and the struggle really is like everyone says like they can't find time, or Eric and I are sitting here, I don't like my voice, or I don't like how I look on camera. And I was just listening to a podcast and they said something funny, Eric. They said, well, guess what? Everyone already has to listen to you and everyone already has to look at you.
Right.
I bet you have some friends and family, right, that still love you.
Yeah, wake up and realize that you are what you are.
So if I have an agent that tells me that, I'm going to be nice to you guys, or I'm going to tell you to get over it because I don't really care. We got to get over that hump.
Yes. I found that it was always a challenge to dedicate the time to do, we're doing this video now, but once you get talking, it kind of flows, but finding time to do multiples maybe, in branding, video branding is really very much top of mind that I see.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So the key really is, Eric, that I've seen is with video, you can relate to someone.
Right.
We've all sent that email where maybe it didn't come across right. I know I have. I'm sure you have as well.
Yeah.
But if we talk like the way we're talking right now, people really feel like they get to know us, even though we've never had a drink with them at a brewery or we've never been out for a glass of wine. You build that rapport, and everybody likes it. They'd much rather talk to someone that they've seen, that they get a good vibe from. So I think it's really key. I actually just met with an agent this morning, today, and they told me, they were stuck forever. There was a long line picking their son up from school in the pickup line, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to create this little video. It's going to say Happy Valentine's Day, and she addressed it one-on-one to some of her personal friends in her sphere and put it out. She said her reaction was crazy, and she ended up getting a lead off of it just by sending like a Happy Valentine's Day.
While she was stuck in her car.
She was sitting in her car anyways, and I said, well, what else would you have done? She was like, I would have just wasted time scrolling through Facebook, or I would have been singing some songs in the car. So there is time, guys. Like, we're always waiting. We're waiting on food in the microwave for 60 seconds.
Right.
If you really think about all the dead time that I have, let's shoot something. Let's send an update to somebody. Let's do a Facebook Live. Like, the time is there, and make it fun. Don't make it a chore. We all have, Eric and I both have coaches, and sometimes they'll say, make a schedule. That doesn't work for me,
Right.
When I have an idea, if I don't do it right then, I'm probably not going to do it, or it may take a month for it to happen. So it doesn't work. If a schedule works for you and you want to do a video on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then have at it. It's not going to work for me, though.
Well, you're consistent with that part, maybe, but consistent in the fact that you're doing it every week, maybe a couple times a week, and I think that's the key, right?
Yeah, and it needs to be a balance. Like, people want to see you're a real human, I have a life, and Eric has a life outside of Movement Mortgage and doing mortgages. People want to see that. If you're a real estate agent, people don't want to just hear about the real estate market all the time.
So I guess I could have done a video while waiting at the dentist this morning.
Could
right?
have.
I think we don't utilize our time properly because we're so concerned about the way people view us, as you mentioned earlier, and what we look like on video, or talk like on video, we miss a lot of opportunities to just communicate with people. And the great thing about Facebook and thinking about social media and all these opportunities is, yes, they can be overwhelming, and they can be, you just got to make sure that people can see you for who you are, and we have opportunity to do that. And we have the time.
And just be real, guys. Like, just because we are in a finance, segment, doesn't mean that Eric and I have to wear a suit. I'm wearing a t-shirt for a reason, because I'm a laid back guy. I like to dress up too, but not all the time. So you don't have to be wearing your best outfit. Ladies, you don't have to have the hair perfect. Like, people want to see the real you, and I think that that's something really important that people need to to stick on. And then whatever you're passionate about, for quite some time, Eric sees that I've been doing my weekend update. I'm really passionate about doing some fun things and mixing up. We have to put in a lot of hours over the weekend, but I also still like to go to live music, so I want to make sure I'm not missing that, and it's something I'm passionate about and I can tie into what I do for work. Maybe someone's a wine connoisseur, Eric,
right?
Like Wine Wednesday. See, I'm full of good ideas. Agents, you just gotta give me a call. I can kind of help you with your branding here, give you some ideas. But there's always a niche. There's always some kind of play that you could do. You could tie it into a metaphor. I got a good idea for Eric. This guy loves to golf. That's a great time to do some cool videos. Beautiful scenery in the background. Eric, I'm gonna be on you. When's the next golf game scheduled?
Oh, you know what? You're not gonna see as much as you think. It might be dark and wooded in the shade, where a lot of my golfing shots come from.
You'll be on the green. Well, you'll be on the green.
Hey, speaking of things you're passionate about, I'm going to just put in a little plug. I understand that you're doing a challenge for Make-A-Wish, and that's a great charity. We know that.
Absolutely.
And it's something, I know you love the outdoors.
Yep.
And you're doing like this hike, right?
Yeah.
And I imagine you're going to tell people about it as one way that you become...
Thanks for the lead in, and that's another thing too, guys. We give a lot back to the community, and we're afraid to kind of talk about it, but we're raising money for a great organization. So I actually had a really good friend who told me to go to an event at Noda Brewing. Got to give them a shout out for Make-A-Wish. I've seen what Make-A-Wish has done for some families in West Virginia, where I grew up at, around this area. It's a great organization, and it's not just for kids. It's really for the families, because everybody gets a break when that wish is granted. So I'm really passionate about it. So what they're doing is a 28.3 mile hike, and we're gonna raise funds. The goal was to do at least 2,500. I think that I could do at least 3,500. And what Eric didn't tell you guys is I actually got him to do it with me, and it didn't take much push, right? Eric? You're excited.
No, and I need to this spring, I'm going to do the Make-A-Wish challenge as well. And the golf game may suffer a little bit, but you know what? It's an awesome cause. It's something I'm passionate about. It takes about $6,000 to grant one wish.
So hopefully between the two of us, Eric and I really want to at least hit that mark, the $6,000 mark. So between what we both raise, we can make one of those wishes come true.
And I've always wanted to say that I did a marathon, right? I'm not going to run it, but this is like a marathon on steroids a little bit, right?
28.3 miles in one day.
Miles
Whether you walk, run, crawl, it's a long journey. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. We're going to do that the weekend of May 18th, right, Eric?
May 17th, 18th, yes.
Yeah, so it's coming up fast. I'll have some links attached for you guys to donate who are interested as well. For Eric and I, we'd appreciate any support that you guys might have. Just want to wrap it up by saying we have a plethora of resources here at Movement, and things that Eric and I pay for outside as well that can help your business grow, help you with your branding efforts, both print, digital, video. We also have additional experts here at Movement. And we teach classes too. So we've done some agent marketing academies, which will teach you specifically about personal branding, Facebook Live, a lot of these big unknowns that, quite frankly, they scare people at first, right?
Sure. They do. They are very intimidating.
Very intimidating.
But once you peel back a few layers, it can kind of be very accessible.
And enjoyable too, and it puts you out in front of the people that you need to be in front of. So we look forward to helping you guys, helping your clients on the home buying journey. If you guys need any assistance, you know how to reach us. We hope you have a great day. Let's pray this out. Taped.
Yeah, we went all over the place.